Hi, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios and Her Majesty's Secret Podcast. We hope you're going to enjoy this Four-Eyed Radio presentation. For more shows and podcasts, visit foureyedradio.com. While you're at it, why don't you visit hermajestiespod.com/contest and enter the 007 Holiday Returns Contest. That's right, we all get presents we just don't want. We want to take them back. Well, that happens with movies too. And there's always something you want to take back from a Bond movie. Just one little thing that you would change if you could. Tell us all about it and win some fabulous 007 prizes right from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Go to hermajestiespod.com/contest for all the details.
Hey y'all, it's Erin from the Underground Railroad. You are tuning in to another great show on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more of this show and other great shows, tune into www.foureyedradio.com.
That's right, kids. This is your good pal Steve-O from Four-Eye Radio Network. I'm here to talk about a great person. Now, think about it. Who are you going to call when your logo looks like shit? You want a kick-ass logo. You want people to see your logo and go, you know what? That's an awesome logo. I wonder who did that logo. Well, I'll tell you who could do your logos for you. Check out Raven Designs. Special care of your work. Special inquiries, check her out. She's got everything. RavenCruise.com is the place to go because you want a kick-ass logo. You want to stand above the rest. I guarantee it. You hear this song in the background, you know these guys have a kick-ass logo. It's a recognizable logo, and I guarantee it if Raven was back in that time period, she probably would have made it for them. And they would have been like, hells yeah, people know who we are because we got Raven Designs behind us. Check out RavenCruise.com if you want a kick-ass logo for business cards. Maybe you want to put it on a car. These guys did. Maybe you want to put it on your building. You want something kick-ass. You want something that people can see and just go, this is awesome. Check out RavenCruise.com. And you know what? Do it. Do it right now. You got nothing else going on for you right now. Get a kick-ass logo. Check out her artwork, RavenCruise.com.
Howdy Hoodles. We're back on the Underground Railroad.
Choo choo.
We've got you. Yeah, it's been a few minutes.
Right, Erin?
Yeah, seriously. It's been like 2-3 weeks.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
We apologize. 1,000 apologies.
1,000 apologies.
But
and the
because
tears
we
of
are
a million children.
Yes. But because we're so sad about it, we have a great guest today.
Very special guest.
A wonderful friend and coworker, Maddie Nichols.
Thank you.
Yay! Welcome!
Thank you.
It was a starry night when we met.
It was.
It
was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was like Arabian Nights.
Hold on, I'm going to pull my great Mark impersonation. Did you guys have sex?
No, we did not.
No, I mean, it was mostly above clothing.
Strictly platonic.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't, but no, yes, we worked at Moira. It was a lovely, sushi experience.
It was. It was quite the fish.
We worked with a, dragon lady.
Uh-huh.
Who will remain nameless. Linda! Anyway,
oh, no.
Not important.
We're gonna die.
I know.
I mean, I highly doubt she's tuning in.
Oh no, she's everywhere.
Oh shit.
That's
what was
that movie,
knocking
Lucy?
at my window at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
That tap, tap, tap. It's not an urban legend.
Did she leave chicken now? You want it now?
And she actually
You want flour?
Yeah.
You want flour?
Because I will stab you with the flour.
Oh, shit, Bob.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But, yeah, no. But we've known each other for what now? A year and a half?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say a year and a half.
Yeah, let's
Almost.
go with that.
Yeah, okay.
I like that time period.
All right.
That's a comfortable time.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years, though. It'll be 2 years, I think, January.
So what are
Yeah.
you doing for your anniversary?
This is the first one, so shouldn't it's paper?
Yeah.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yep.
I think we're gonna write out a contract for the
Yeah,
next 2
let's
years.
make this legal.
I'll be a witness.
There you go.
Nice.
It'll be at City
I know
Hall.
some notaries. We might be able to actually.
I think Linda's a notary.
Oh, God.
she'd be so happy to bring you two together.
She would burn the house down.
That's yeah. So anyways,
Any hoozle.
Speaking of burning things, I'm not going anywhere with that.
But I'm like, did you fart?
Oh,
But
the other day.
Oh, I thought you were going to go into, speaking of burning things, you're finally back in your new old
Oh yeah,
Your
I'm
new-
finally.
you finally
your
got rid of that
new old
chlamydia.
place.
Yeah, I finally got rid of.
they make a
And
cream
those
for that.
nasty crabs, they just stuck around forever.
You know, if you don't feed them,
Yeah,
they won't stay around.
they have nothing to live off of. They just
Indeed.
die.
They just die and leave sad notes.
Yeah, thankfully, I
But-
haven't experienced those.
The crab
Yeah, me
rollers.
neither.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But you never know. The night is still young.
I know Natalie.
Indeed.
I know Natalie was kind of quiet during that subject.
Damn it, Steven, you're so perceptive.
Damn. So trying to think of stuff.
Well, I would like to know a little more. So our wonderful friend, our guest.
Yeah, let's talk about Maddie.
I want to know more. I mean, and if it's up to you. This is definitely your sailboat. I don't know what that means.
I'm clinically simple, so
Okay, perfect. Because you stayed at a psych ward.
I just recently stayed at a psychiatric ward in Scottsdale, Banner psychiatric ward, for a week for suicide attempt
Right.
and depression. So I know it's quite the heavy subject, but it's I'm
I'm
okay
just-
making light of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Well,
one
I
of
think-
my strong suits.
More people need to kind of know what that get down is, because a lot of people have depression and a lot of
It's a
people
serious
have and they don't know what to do. They feel like they're
Well,
lost.
At first I thought like, okay, I'm crazy, I've lost it. I'm in a psychiatric ward and I'm in like a holding cell.
Right.
So I went to the ER first because I decided to take a bunch of pills and, sleep the rest of my night away.
Yeah.
But then after the ER, then they transfer you to a holding cell. And in there you see like maybe like you're so hopped up on drugs, like they
Oh, yeah.
they put
because
you on.
they want to stabilize you.
Yeah, they're trying to stabilize you, but they're like, here, take all these drugs, and then they're just like, and sign this, and it's like,
Oh,
here,
no.
Shit.
this, and so before I knew it, I had self-surrendered into the psychiatric ward,
Oh, dirty.
and one of the psychiatrists came by, and I'm like half asleep, half drugged up, and he looks at me, and he's like, yeah, so how are you feeling? And like they do that whole like, on a scale of 1 to 10, are you thinking about hurting yourself? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like, oh, is that how we're quantifying it now? Like 1 to 10, all right. Guess which number I'm thinking of. One of the psychiatrists, he was really nice. His name was Dr. Lee, and he goes, basically, we don't think you're bonkers. We don't think you're crazy. I was like, really? Because I do.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to off myself.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
that's why I'm here. But then he's like, you're basically a normal guy who got pushed a little bit too far and snapped. And he's like, why do you think you snapped? I'm like, oh, because my job. I have to deal with, like, retards on a daily basis.
Word.
So, I just, like,
We're servers, guys, in case you don't know.
yes. I
So be
swear-
nice to your server.
Well, and be kind.
Yes. And understand that we're human beings. We're not clowns, and we're not
We're not
there.
your servants.
Yeah. We're not your servants, we're not clowns, and we're not there to make you laugh. I am simply a liaison between you and the kitchen and your drink. So
Yeah. So
don't piss me off,
Treat-
otherwise,
otherwise you might have a fingernail in there.
Getting a
just
loogie.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
among other things. But, yeah, so, I mean, like, that wasn't the sole reason why. I mean, there was obviously a lot of other factors,
Yeah.
financial stress, my family life, and, I've been single for, I don't know, 2.5 years now. So it's just been,
Huh.
stressful time. And then I just moved into a new house, and like there was all this pressure, and a roommate backed on me. So it all just came to like a head at one point, and I lost it. And I didn't even realize I was actually committing suicide until like halfway through it. So I'm taking the pills, and then I like look down and I see like the bottle, and I'm just like, well, I guess I started. I guess I better finish. Like,
Because you've been drinking as well.
I've been drinking. I haven't had a drink.
And
Right, but
from my
I mean,
slip up.
yeah.
But it's been almost
But
3
I
weeks.
feel like drinking could definitely help
yeah,
propel you into
and
such
that's
states.
something that
Because drinking is a depressant.
It is, and what the weird thing is that now after about 3 weeks, things are a lot clearer to me. Like I deal with life on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and there's no escaping from it. So I would drink to escape from life, or smoke weed, or
Right.
partake in other fun activities.
other
And,
party favors.
And definitely
You
like
can say it. You played water polo. It's okay.
that is a certain kind of water polo.
there's a lot of polo, but not a lot of water.
Just so there are a lot of balls in there.
Oh.
Hey,
One thing that, like, you brought up a very valid point. Like, this is something that I've wondered with things, because I feel depression and suicide are very fresh in just the current media right now because of what just happened with Robin Williams. And people are realizing that depression is a lot more serious, and just mental illness in general is a lot more serious and a lot more common than people have thought about it before. Like, they're actually really looking at it now, and it's getting more light than it has in the past. And I think something that I've wondered too with people who have attempted suicide is, how often is it something where you're already really drunk, or maybe you're already like chemically altered in another sense, and make this decision? Or how, because like you hear the things about people like who have premeditated it, and then they start like giving all their things away, and it's this like crazy thing, versus like how often a friend of mine, their sister's good friend from like high school, they did something where they were just really, really drunk and high on other things one night, and they just decided to go ahead and like slit their wrist, and that was it. Where they had never really
shown any kind of symptoms.
It didn't really seem like they were a
unhappy
depressed person.
Right.
Well, I hid a lot of things too. Like I didn't really let anybody on to believe that I was truly, truly depressed. I made sure that I put up appearances and everything. But I think for people who have attempted suicide, and I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone, but for me specifically, I've always had suicide kind of in the back of my mind. It's kind of like this room, and there's this little thing in the corner, and you can't stop staring at it, even though you want to look away, and it just kind of like, and like the depression, I guess, would be like the room getting darker and darker and not being able to find the door out. And so the only option that you have now is to go towards that thing that you're staring at, which is suicide. And so you just sort of, and then, alcohol and drugs and stuff like that make it even more cloudy and harder to see. And so that's where I was at. And suicide has been something that I've dealt with in the past. And so it's sort of always been there, and I know it's there. And then all the stuff that happened that week was
just what kind of broke the
I snapped.
straw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and too, like, I found it interesting as well, like, because I kind of looked up suicide in nature, because I feel like we can learn a lot from nature. And there are animals that do commit suicide, which is interesting to me, because obviously they don't have anything close to what we have to deal with.
And everything, yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of the reasons why animals are committing suicide is because of the human interaction and because of humans interceding, intercept. I don't know.
I'd be interested in researching that a little more too, because I bet you most of the animals that commit suicide are probably apex predators. Because as soon as you don't have something driving you to
dolphins that beach themselves. There's whales that beach themselves, and they're like, and it'll be in the thousands.
Yeah.
And a lot of
mass suicide.
Wasn't there like a bunch of walruses that just showed up on a shore? And it's like,
I don't know.
But
they were just excited for Kevin Smith's movie Tusk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice! I just saw that that preview,
Oh, the preview. Yeah, I still want to see the movie.
and and I love who is it? The actor.
Oh, was it Jason?
Justin Long.
Justin Long, that was it.
Oh, and I love him too. So that's gonna be. It looks terrible. I'll be
I miss those
honest.
Apple ads of him. Remember,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like the Apple guy.
Yeah.
Well, that was the joke.
Can I have one too?
Kevin Smith was saying, where he was just like, "Look, now I get to put the Apple guy into a walrus suit now." So, no, basically the whole concept of that movie came out. We have a podcast him and Scott Mosier did, where they read this ad on this thing called Gumtree, and then they were like talking about it, but then they're like, "Oh, what if this is like a perfect horror movie?" And then Kevin Smith got the idea going like, "No one's gonna make this movie. Fuck it, I'm making it," which worked to his benefit because he was able to get all the money that he made from Tusk. Now he's able to fund Clerks finally and not have to wait for.
Wait, so it's out?
Tusk? Yeah, it came out at the beginning or the end of September, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
it's
didn't.
still in theaters.
It's a horror movie?
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
About a walrus?
No, basically the idea
like,
is
what?
the idea is the
I miss so much not
the concept
watching
of it.
television.
They were originally going to call the movie the Walrus and the Carpenter. Basically, the
like the
based off
poem.
of the...
yeah.
Was that an Edgar Allan Poe poem?
It was in Alice in Wonderland. It's Lewis Carroll.
But basically, the idea
Oh my
behind
God,
it was
I didn't know that.
they're reading this ad that was in this thing called Gumshoe.
the walrus said, to speak of many things.
And they're reading it, and basically this guy said, "Oh, you
Awesome.
could come live in my house free of charge and everything like that. You know, I have a nice thing. I'm a man
Yeah.
who lived a long life, and his
And he wanted to do. He's doing a podcast.
and the thing he's doing a podcast.
Don't give too much away.
Well, no, I'm just going over the ad.
I'm awkwardly comfortable with this.
Like,
So basically, what happens is
help?
the guy said, "Yeah, come into my, live in my house and everything like that. But for 2 hours a day, you have to wear this walrus suit that I made." Basically, he said he was like shipwrecked on an island for like 3 years or something like that.
It's
the guy.
bad.
And he said,
It's bad.
and he said like his best friend on that was a walrus. Like he said it was the best thing. So the joke was like the guy shows up, he drugs him, and then starts like
Turning him into
turning
a
into
walrus.
a fucking walrus basically or whatnot. So when Kevin Smith were talking about it, they were just joking around. Like the guy put in the ad, which is funny, he's like
I must see this movie.
yes, he's all
I'm
like
totally gonna be high though.
he's all like
I'm gonna be sober
He's all
and
like-
still enjoy
when
it.
you're-
probably still be
when you're
enjoyable,
in
yeah.
I'll just get you a lot of sugar.
when you're in the walrus suit, you must speak like a walrus. He's like, there's videos online, go look it up or whatnot. It's just like, he's like, hey, I'm building the walrus suit. So you fucking do the other legwork. But yeah, no, so that, just their humor off of that thing, they're like, oh, let's make this movie. And
Yeah.
like, people are reading, like, he gave it to his wife to read, and he's like, my wife hates everything I write. And this is something she actually liked. So,
What? She likes
She
it.
must be butt nutty then, because this movie looked just ridiculous.
but he's doing a whole
What was
trilogy.
that one Japanese movie?
Oh, where
that
was the
like, just
superhero
as
that?
bad. Yeah, he got his powers by putting on girls' panties on his face.
Oh.
It was called Hentai Kamen.
Did he get him out of those vending machines?
Oh, that would have been even better though.
Oh, that'd be yeah.
Right?
That's like
They
a
have-
superpower. You just
like,
like
dude.
he has to keep going to a vending machine and get a new one every time. It's like the Superman where he goes to the
Oh my
phone
goodness!
booth.
I remember one of the lines. He's like, but it's like the only line in English in the whole movie, and he's just like, "Please, for the sake of the world, let me borrow your panties." She's like, and she like looks down, and then all of a sudden he turns into a superhero with panties on his face.
Yeah, I want to see that. Damn,
Me too. I
Shit.
wonder.
dude. I mean, if these are the movies that are being made, we
Where's
need to.
dinosaur blood?
Okay, check it out, y'all. So I'm glad you brought this up, Aaron. I had a dream the other night. Yes, it was erotic. But then after that, I had another dream, and it was basically I was watching a preview to a movie, and it was Jurassic Park. It was a sequel to Jurassic Park, and in this preview, so it was Jurassic Park Dinosaur Blood, and it was starring Nicolas Cage, that brilliant man.
From The Wicker Man.
Yes.
Yes.
And Raising Arizona.
Most famous for his work in Wicker Man.
Yeah.
And
don't forget Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a defining word.
That was a good one.
but yeah, so in this preview of Jurassic Park, starring Nicolas Cage,
Move over, Jeff Goldblum.
what happened?
He's like chaos theory, and then he's like, no, it's the dinosaur blood.
So basically the preface of the movie is Nicolas Cage snorts dinosaur blood and then can communicate with the dinosaurs and basically try to convince them not to kill humans and like try to work with us and like work together and be a humble, awesome carnivorous
We need
society.
to make a trailer, and we need to.
And I feel like we could interject clips from Sleepless in Seattle.
That's Tom Hanks, but we can still do that.
No, I know.
let's
It's
do
completely
it.
off
Yeah,
topic,
nothing
but
to do with
just
the
like,
movie.
I
It's
wouldn't
the
have
Empire
absolutely
State Building.
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah, you just show that, and then it's just him talking to dinosaurs, going like, "I'm
Yeah.
more of a dinosaur protector." You know.
No, I think we could really pitch this to Hollywood
Dinosaur
and make some
translator.
bucks.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
God.
seriously.
I would love for somebody to actually buy
Seriously.
it too. Like, we
Yeah.
think this is a joke, but like, he's like, no, I'm really into this.
Yeah,
No.
no, I'm.
Serious.
They're like,
Think we
"Look,
need to
we
make
But
it
it's
Drop
only
in
Nicolas
Natalie.
Cage. Like anyone else could snort it, but Nicolas Cage has these brilliant cavalcades of brain
Is it maybe because
receptors.
he's part dinosaur? Because I haven't seen the guy age.
Ooh, maybe he got bit by a
Oh.
lizard when he was younger.
Yes, the story gets
That's a
better.
little too much like Spider-Man. Though.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Maybe he used to eat lizards.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or he
Or-
chopped off so many tails, and
Well,
Yeah.
sharks actually were here before the dinosaurs.
this is true.
So you're saying he's a shark?
Sharknado
Yes.
blood.
He's got shark blood, so he can snort dinosaur blood.
And
We
communicate
are
with
so
them.
far off topic.
This is terrible.
I
Yeah.
was bitten by a shark that was in a tornado.
Isn't
So-
it-
Oh, there, that, and then, yeah, it'll be like a trequel to
No,
that.
it'd be like a spin-off movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, like
It's gonna be so good.
Starvation Games.
Hunger Games.
Instead of Hunger Games, Starvation Games.
Starvation Games. I heard they're gonna digitally put Philip Seymour Hoffman in the last couple of Hunger
The
Games.
last two.
Why don't they just use a hologram?
I think that's
Yeah,
the
I
same
think
thing.
that's what they're doing.
But I want it to be like Obi-Wan Kenobi hologram
Oh.
Oh, like that. He's all like light blue. Everyone's just like,
Or like he's a skeleton. Would that be bad?
or like people are just walking by and they're like, you're blocking the shadows. Like we can't film this now.
We can't
Or they have the blooper reel, and there's people like trying to give him a handshake, and something goes right through him. Damn it, cut!
But there's like a fake hand that comes out.
Just on the six
Really,
leg.
a baby hand.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
A reptilian. Nothing. But, yeah.
Alligator
A claw.
claw.
They're throwing away props from an old Muppet movie that never got made. So it's like Kermit the Hand.
It's just like
Agreed.
Snuffleupagus is
Yeah.
drunk.
How many people will you kill? One.
Two.
Two.
Everybody.
Does the cat have more than 3 fingers on his hand?
No, he's got 5, I
Oh,
think.
he does. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got like Spock hands though, kind of, right?
No.
He's got 5
No,
fingers, I
basically because he's
Yeah,
one of
'cause
those.
they're
It's
Really
actually two.
thick.
aren't they thick? Yeah.
There's two
So you know
peop-
what that means.
Oh.
It's like what
Hey.
two people operating him. I think one operates one
Yeah.
hand, and then the one guy actually uses and then uses the other hand. He's one of those fancy Muppets.
guess. Oh, okay. Like
Fancy,
who was that?
fancy.
Trekkie Monster in Avenue Q was done that way.
Mm-hmm.
It took 2 people, but
Everyone's
I love
a little
that.
bit racist sometimes.
Doesn't mean we go around committing hate
Hey,
crimes.
crimes. We do recommend that you watch this
Musical?
musical that we
I
just
Avenue
sang
fully
about.
endorse it.
Avenue Q.
Q is
So good.
wonderful.
You want to laugh your farts
The internet
off?
is for porn. Everyone's a little bit racist. My girlfriend who lives in Canada. These are all names of songs.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this was just your.
I thought you were just writing my biography. Again.
Nice.
It's your new dating profile.
Oh, is it?
It's an eHarmony account.
Yeah,
Actually, no. They came back to me with a letter saying we can't find anyone for you.
Oh my.
it happened.
And then
They
at
did
the
the same to
bottom,
me, too.
at the
They're
bottom, don't take offense that eHarmony said this, not me. They go, why don't you go kill yourself?
Balls. So
We're like-
wait, how
They
was
said just sorry, you're a homo.
Nice.
I mean, like, that's pretty much what they said to me. And I was like, this is true.
You're like,
Yeah,
got
eHarmony.
it.
They're like,
Like, why are
eHarmony
you
for everybody
sorry?
unless you're
So-
gay.
unless you're gay or you eat shellfish or you're Jewish or, you know what, we're just going to list a bunch of things. Just don't try and apply. We have no one for you.
Actually, that's the thing I loved about. I don't
Oh,
know
wait,
if
is it
anybody's.
a Christian site?
Yeah, it's a Christian.
Well, they also have.
Oh, is
was it
it?
like a Christian?
Mhm.
They also have like a
That's
Christian
right. Should be-
singles as well.
What was it?
Christian singles.
Oh yeah.
Which I laughed.
Well, and then I love
There's
how
vegan singles.
yeah. Well, I love how although like I have no matches on eHarmony, but on OkCupid, like everyone's my fucking match. Like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
they're
thing
like these
is,
75,000 people
Okay,
in your area.
stupid is what I like to call it.
my thing is why do Christians need dating sites? Don't they meet people in church?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
Christians go to church anymore. Well, do you remember?
Yeah, it's football season.
It's football season.
So no, of course they're not going to
They're
church.
like,
Not on Sundays, guys.
Oh, okay.
Only Catholics
I gotta
go.
pray
I love
for my
football
team.
season.
Right.
No.
I'm like, you go to church? What are you, Jewish?
Yeah.
No, that'd be synagogue, you idiot.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to temple, fuckface.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's actually what Jewish people say to people.
Yeah.
I can't eat that fuckface.
God damn it! Keep your dick beaters off my gefilte fish.
Dude, this is why I need to learn sign
Happy
language.
Rosh Hashanah.
Is it?
It was. Yeah.
It
Yes.
was.
Is that for Rastafarians? What is this?
It's the Jewish New Year.
Hey, man.
It just happened like a week
I
ago.
want to wish you a happy Rosh
Yeah.
Hashanah.
Natalie, it's Rastafari. Just so you know.
Rastafari.
No, they do get the dates mixed up with all the weed they smoke.
Right, right.
People walk by and be like, oh, hi, Rosh Hashanah. He's like, same to you, brother.
Right by the bitch.
I gotta go take my vitamins, T, H, and C.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, you need to have him on all the time.
I know, Maddie's
No,
great.
he's awesome.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I was glad to steal him over.
Yes.
Put me
where'd you
away
steal
from
from?
my
I-
rating.
I do have a question though about when you were at Banner.
Yes.
How was the food?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, well, okay, so funny story is, funny story in the Psycho Ward. You guys ever read One
Yay!
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Happy.
Yeah.
No, it's a good.
Go Ken Kesey and LSD.
And Jack
I
Nicholson.
kind of felt like I was on LSD the entire time though, because
You were
it's so
probably
funny for trying to get you away from like depression and everything in the holding room. There's just I want to say like 25 to 30 reclining chairs, like lazy boy recliners, kind of.
Like the ones we have in
like-
Hanny's.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of like that. But they're like covered in plastic.
Ugh.
And then like you get a bunch of blankets and there's this giant screen on one wall and they're all facing it. And so I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie The Island.
Yes!
Yeah.
Where they're like, and now we're picking this person.
Oh, yeah, the lottery.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I would go to sleep and wake up and the person next to me would just be gone. And there's a big screen on there and they would play like news, like morning news. I was like, if I wasn't depressed before, dude.
Right? Jesus.
It's like, I can't see, and there's no
You
windows.
should be playing like Rainbow Bright or something.
Well, evidently there's a lot of things.
Or Care Bears.
Care Bears, yeah. Well, that was the other thing is they wouldn't let you watch certain shows because they were like, oh, it'll trigger this for somebody or this for somebody else. And so like they're going through and they're like Law and Order. And everybody's like, yeah, fine, let's watch Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Well, because we're kind of limited.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, that might trigger something. And some guy's like, all right, how about Men in Black? And they're like, no, that has too much violence in it. And this girl turns around
my
and she
God.
just goes, well, then just put it on fucking Sesame Street. But she just said it in just like matter of fact, and then turns around and continues coloring in like a unicorn. And I'm just like, you know what? They might as well because that's all we have is like jigsaw puzzles, big coloring books. Okay, like we're depressed. We're not fucking retarded.
Yeah.
We don't need
Like,
whatever.
I feel like they should have the Banner psychiatric ward at the zoo, or like where there's, or you could, like a petting zoo, or at the butterfly.
They actually
The
did it.
Butterfly Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Well, they
that
brought
would be.
dogs in for us to pet. Like, was one of our
Yes,
rec-
finally,
That's
and they should
awesome.
also bring in ecstasy.
Whoops.
Well, I mean, that
There's
would have to be
actually
administered
more-
through your psychiatrist, but
More research
I
being
know.
done to make that, because that's what it was originally developed for.
oh yeah, and now they're doing like research with psilocybin,
Yeah.
the stuff that they find in
Because you lose,
Yeah.
mushrooms.
ego death. You start to basically enjoy the world around you.
My one thing is, how many pink walls did you see?
None, zero.
And that's a
Really?
really good. I was actually going to ask, what color were the walls? Were they like an off-white? Because apparently blue walls somehow
They were blue.
facilitate imagination.
Oh really?
Because pink, like a Pepto-Bismol bubblegum pink,
Makes me want to puke.
they use it a lot in psychiatric wards because anybody who is having really violent or psychotic behaviors, apparently it soothes
Yeah.
them.
Oh, that might have been because there's different.
It'd be funny if
wards,
like
too.
the
So I was
the walls
in-
are red.
Right.
This
Kill.
is
There's
for all the
blood
people that are
red.
just really tired all the time. These are for all of the heroin addicts out there.
Yeah, there we go. They just put them in a red room.
And then release them to the society.
Well, that's what they
Red
do too.
room.
And that's what happens when we get the zombie apocalypse.
Indeed.
Which I am prepared for.
Which, yeah.
Um,
No, I'm not.
Well, the funny thing is they
Alrighty.
push medication there so hard. They're like, if anything is slightly wrong,
Which-
if you're slightly irritated, they're like, take this, take this, take this.
No. Mm-mm.
And I mean, I saw a psychiatrist for like 5 minutes. That's the extent of it
No.
Yeah.
for my little week-long vacation. But
From your yeah.
back to the food, it was amazing.
Really?
No, it was horrible.
Oh.
What?
It's basically hospital food. So,
Well, that's amazing. I love hospital food.
okay, well, get this.
I
So,
haven't
So
eaten
if
at
you want to date
hospital.
Natalie, just take her to a hospital for dinner.
yep, just
Yeah,
take
I
her
want
to
to
the
cue
ER.
that faint song right now. Take me to the
Take me to
Oh, I love that song.
P-I-T-A-L.
Well,
the hospital.
you could just get Natalie like a Jello pack.
I've been going to the hospital quite a bit lately for many different assorted reasons.
Mostly
Different-
she just
different
likes
type
to
of
visit her
She's trying to get the food.
her pretend grandpa.
Yeah,
she pretends that she has a terminally ill grandpa
Actually,
there, so she
I-
can
I
get
c-
free meals.
I like to
come-
visit
I
the
come in
Alzheimer's ward
wearing
to see who are giving
scrubs.
their money.
that I bought at the Scrubs R Us, and I just walk around pretending I'm a nurse, and
Scrubs are us.
and so
That sounds like a
Yeah,
that's
very
why I'm
old
at the
She's
hospital a
just
lot,
always walking
Right.
into like
And,
operating
Sounds
rooms.
like a follow-up to a TLC song.
and people like
Yes, I bought me
try.
a scrub and I want it 50% off.
Yeah.
Like, just pee into this vase. Anyway.
You just have like
Yeah.
mustaches.
I'm
You're like,
yeah.
I'm gonna need a sample.
Go ahead
Could
and
you poop in here for me, please?
yeah.
I need you to shit into this tiny cup. I'm like, what?
Can you please shit into my Starbucks? Because apparently that's what it's going to taste like anyway.
Then Natalie
Dark
just
roast,
like
dude.
puts a lot of
Dark roast.
lotion on, doesn't put on the glove, asks the guy to turn his head and cough, you know.
It's like,
Dude,
it's not lotion, it's Vaseline.
I got to tell you one thing for free.
You're not even cupping the balls. You're stroking my
God.
dick. What is going? Ooh.
I'm not comfortable with.
What is going- Can I get a membership here?
Yeah.
How much is
Um,
this? Do I have to leave money on the nightstand?
But no, so like there's different, because I'm currently enjoying the outdoor arrangement at the tent city.
Sheriff
Yes, tell
Joe's
us-
Resort.
Tell us about yours.
Yeah, so
Your vacation.
yeah, it's
Everyone's taking vacations.
And you know what? And you know what my favorite part is? They're all government
well,
stuff.
all you have to do is steal a cop car
commit
or
suicide.
drive drunk. Yeah, exactly.
commit
Or
suicide.
try to
Can I
commit
just-
suicide.
Yeah.
Show up to a place with a fake hand stuck up my nose and hope that that's enough.
Dude, I seriously am gonna get one of those and just fuck with people all day long.
Just pet their
I
face
had
with
a dream.
I had a drink.
Yeah, what are you, Martin Luther King?
Thank you.
Oh my god!
Senior.
All my dreams are coming back to me. I took a fake cockroach
Where did they
and
go?
I put it.
They went on vacation too.
Is it government subsidized?
I think while I'm sleeping, the government is putting like, I don't know, wires into my
No,
brain.
that's the casinos. They're pumping it through your air vent.
Oxygen.
Right?
If I could be so lucky. No, but I forgot what I was.
You had a dream.
I forgot what I was doing. I must go to the
Cockroach.
camp now. Yeah, no. So basically, I had a dream that I put a fake cockroach in a beer bottle. No,
I didn't.
I'm just being distracted because Erin has now put
Aaron is fingering a bottle.
fake.
She fingered a small hole on the table.
Yep.
And it wasn't.
I'm really
me.
excited
With a
about
plastic
Halloween.
Everyone's excited for Halloween.
Yeah.
I get to be a Boy Scout again.
Oh yeah, that's what you're gonna be.
Yeah.
No, he's like, no, I'm literally going on a Boy
Yeah.
Scout trip.
I know. They
Like,
lifted
no,
the ban
I'm
on
gonna
gays,
be-
guys.
I'm gonna be on
Snap.
Boy Scout. Yeah.
No, I think they did lift the ban on gays.
Yeah, because they realized that all the straight guys were molesting kids. They're like, wait a
Right.
minute. No,
Wait a
They're
minute.
like, oh no, we need to
Because-
pay more attention to the fucking.
gay guy show up goes like,
church retreat.
really? You think I'm gonna hit that? I want a man, not a boy.
Well, I love how it was just like like let's have all of our attention on the adults and like what their sexuality is. It's like, oh, forget the kids. Like fuck the kids.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do with the kids. Like it's like let's not worry about like where they're going, like the trips that they're going on. They're like we're going to like Syracuse Mall. Like okay,
Yeah.
that's not an outing. Like,
Syracuse.
I don't know. I made it. I think it's the city of New York.
Yeah.
It is. Good
It
work.
is. Thank you. I think there's a mall there too.
No, there's no malls in
Oh
Syracuse.
no, none.
I spent
No.
a lot of
Disconnected.
time there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want a vacation
I was-
with you guys.
I was
I've never
deplaned
been
in
to Syracuse.
Champlain, New York. That was a funny story.
Tell me more
was in-
about this.
I was in. I flew up to see a boyfriend in Michigan, and so everyone told me they're like the first thing you do when you get into Detroit is get out of Detroit. And so I was like, okay. So he lived in Flint,
I think
Michigan.
that's what
so
everyone's doing then.
Flint.
yeah, they are fleeing Detroit like
Represent.
cockroaches when you turn the light on.
I like that's where you went to. Me, I just go, remember RoboCop, the original RoboCop? That's Detroit right now.
Oh, damn.
Mad
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Max. Nice.
It's like, did you see that new X-Men movie? You know, in the future, that's Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit was kind of pissed. They're like, you could have just filmed here.
Give us some money.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you guys,
We need
just,
it.
like, a little rundown for this. Like, it's an apocalyptic movie.
Yeah. You're a little too apocalyptic.
They're like, we're not looking for realism.
Oh.
Yeah, it might get way too real for some people.
Oh, sorry, was it too soon?
No.
Is it happening right now? Like, it's
Yeah.
not acceptable. Okay. So anyway, so
That's what we're here for.
we go to we take his grandmother's car, drive it to Montreal. I had the best time. I loved Montreal. I fell in love with the city. I wanted to go back there. I eventually want to move there for like a few years. I don't know, forever, because it gets too
Well,
cold.
because
in the
that's
winter.
like where that show that we used to watch.
Which one? Oh, the Mindy Project? No.
No, the sexy man show.
Sexy Man Show.
Brian.
No, that was in Toronto.
Oh.
Queer as Folk. Oh,
Queer as Folk.
God, I missed that show.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Dale
interrupt that.
Harold, yes, I know.
But yeah, no,
Throwing
back
me
to
for a
Montreal.
tangent. I'm just like,
Sorry. No,
mine is
continue.
completely in the gutter now.
Oh.
You.
But
tell.
so we're
Oh,
coming.
God.
We decided it was like fall, and so we wanted to see the leaves change, and we're like a few hours away from
Oh,
upstate
you guys
New
are
York.
so gross.
I know, it was disgusting. Wait, and then I don't know what happened to him. Anyways,
He got lost in
Detroit.
Detroit.
he ended up in Detroit, everybody, and he's lost forever. He's a lost boy. But so we're coming down, and as we're passing through, we get detained by customs because when we're going into Canada, the only thing, like, we walk up to this window, and this lady with like glasses and a really depressed look on her face goes, "Are you guys runaways?" And we're like, "No." She goes, "Are you 18?" "Yes." "You're going out for pleasure or business?" And we're like, "Pleasure." And she's like, "All right, have fun. I wish I could run away." And goes, "Shh." I'm like,
Shit.
"Stamp us in." And this is before we needed the passport stuff. You just had a birth
Yeah.
certificate. So we're coming back into the United States, and they're like searching everything, questioning everything, and they find this little like vial of bubbles with like 2 doves on
Yeah,
top,
yeah.
like you'd get at a wedding.
At a
and you throw it
wedding,
away.
yeah.
They tested it, and it comes up positive for GHB. Yeah. Date rape
Shut
drug.
the fuck up.
What?
Bubblegum?
No.
I
Wait,
was like,
no,
Here,
no.
have a stick
That
of
is the
gum.
best wedding
Fucking
ever.
Back in
brilliant
my-
is that? Put date rape drugs in the bubbles you're handing out at your fucking wedding.
Like, everybody was-
Bridesmaids can't get upset about not getting any that
Best
night.
wedding
guess who's getting
ever.
some tonight? Everybody will be with some bubbles.
Everybody. Even great grandmother Julie.
Mhm.
She's
Take
getting
out
it
them
real
dentures.
hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only big problem. You're being like, dude, I really hated those bubbles
Are
you
you
gave out.
fucking
Why? I had to hook
serious?
up with your grandma.
Wow, that is.
It's like she was the only one left at the
insane.
party.
No, it wasn't even that. Is I didn't even take the date rape drug, and she raped me.
right? I slipped in my own drink and crossed my fingers and said, "Here's hoping." So it came up positive for GHB. And mind you, we're like 19 years old. I had no idea what GHB was. And I'm sitting there and they're detaining us and they separate us and they put us in these cubicles and handcuff us to these like green benches. And so, and they're
Don't
like,
worry about that, eh?
I know, normally I love being handcuffed, but
Nice.
only when I can see the key. And so yeah, they're just giving us all these questions and everything, and I looked at one of the guys because they're questioning my friend, and I go, "What's GHB?" And he just like looks at me and goes, "You know what it is." He's like okay, yeah, like 2 gay boys in his grandmother's car coming into the upstate New York to see the leaves change. Yeah, no, we're really out to just date rape a bunch of girls,
Just rape.
especially in upstate
the
New York.
town.
You have like a Red Lobster and like that's it.
You're gonna date Race the Lobster is what you were thinking.
I know.
Yeah.
I think they thought we saw one too many Sarah McLachlan commercials, and we were gonna go release the lobsters.
Yeah.
Or something.
In
They're like, be free in the arms
of the lobster.
And yeah, they had like a Red Lobster and a Radio Shack, and that was it. And so, anyways, we're like
Rock Lobster.
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, eventually, like, they call his grandma, and he's like, all right, you guys, the story checked out. We did this. They got really apologetic afterwards. And we're like, you just wasted like 8 hours of our vacation.
Did they give you the GHB back?
No, they didn't give us the bubbles back, but they were just like, but our car got flagged. So when we went back up because we went back up to Canada, and then we were coming back through Toronto.
Why would you go back to there?
No, we went to Toronto, and then we went to
Because we wanted to get more bubbles.
Yeah, right? I mean, like,
I
stuff's not going to
guess.
sell itself. Yeah, so our car got flagged, and so we got like super like pulled over in customs again. But the funny thing was so when we finally get through and they let us through to upstate New York, we get in the car. This is not a joke. I mean, like, you can call it a unicorn if you want because nobody believes me. We get in the car, turn on the radio. The first song on the radio is fucking Sublime's "That Date Rape" song.
Oh, how funny.
And we're just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like,
Date rape.
I know, it's like, and
Yeah.
So
that
and
makes me want to listen to Sublime tonight.
I know. I just thought it was hilarious that after he calls my
Well, I raped my guinea pig.
ex-boyfriend's grandmother,
When
he's
did
like,
you
"Oh, your
get a
story checks
guinea
out.
pig?"
Your 90-year-old diabetic grandmother really just
Yeah.
nailed that alibi for you."
Yeah.
It's like, thanks, Grandma.
Shit.
Dang, that's a great, interesting, sad story.
It's an what do you call it?
An amoeba?
An amoeba.
An
A
amygdala.
soliloquy?
It's a anomaly.
Amogalus.
Anatomy.
Emotion.
It's
Colloquial?
monogamy.
It's monogamy.
Phenomena.
But the gays have since
It's
avoided.
Yeah.
Don't go to
There's a-
Of course, when
Canada.
you got back, Grandma was like, "Where's my fucking drugs? Grandma,
She,
we
like,
gotta get some."
She called. She's just like, "All right, so you guys know the date was tonight, and I'm missing my drugs."
Yeah, seriously, like at the old folks' home.
Nana ain't getting any tonight.
Nana's gonna have trouble paying rent because she doesn't have her drugs herself.
Yeah.
Damn it,
I
Nana.
swear that'd be. I can just see Grandma getting like beat up by like a loan shark now, or like a mob.
I swear I got him. The kids just took the car.
That's great. Oh, you want to break my legs? Go for it. They're both fake. You little fuckers.
She's like, I got the thing for the stairs.
Actually, this is
Sits on it.
this-
I don't need legs.
Takes you
This
up.
is the new, what was it, like, the new movie right here with Grandma tries to sell drugs.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be. That would.
So,
It's called
this
Lucy
is-
too.
Oh, yeah.
instead of Scarlett Johansson, like who everybody thinks is like the hottest woman in the world, trafficking drugs through her stomach, it's Grandma,
Grandma.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
and she becomes.
There's a bag that opened inside of me.
Instead, it makes her dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just degrades her.
Yeah.
She's already slipping into senility.
Yeah. What's that thing that you shovel your mouth with food with? A spoon, Grandma? Yeah, gimme!
Your fingers?
This lobster ain't eating itself.
Grandma, that's a cockroach. That's not a lobster.
Whatever, bring on the butter! Actually, all I could see playing that right now is Adam Sandler in woman makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Where is he? Oh, he's getting ready for this movie.
Probably. I'm gonna be so pissed if it's all like Grandma's drugs that comes out next instead of Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh, I love that
Grandma's
movie. I still haven't
Drugs
watched it.
and
That's a good one.
Dinosaur Blood will be a double feature
feature.
at the
Yeah.
drive-in.
I think we can get Quentin
next fall.
Tarantino to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, he
The
loves double
Grindhouse.
features.
So you know Uma will be in there somewhere.
Oh, that's right,
Uma.
He loves Uma.
Thurman.
She's been
I
walking
love
in there
it. I love
too.
Uma Thurman.
Grandma, you're on drugs.
I want some
And you're stupid.
Grandma and Molly.
John Travolta though in there too.
No, he's
So
just
weird.
I know that's why he's perfect.
he's already
He's crazy.
He's already nuts.
He's
So
also
weird.
gay.
He'll do anything.
So weird.
Oh yeah, he is gay.
So weird.
He's like, come out of the closet, John.
I did, and then I had to go back inside. It was so weird. So weird.
So
Is
weird.
that him from Boogie Nights? Or okay,
So weird.
or Saturday Night Fever?
Mr.
Yeah.
Carter.
So,
Hollywood, we just gave you
I
a
was
shit
trying
ton of
to
movies.
think of my
Yeah.
awkward,
I'm just
welcome.
gonna say, see, circle around.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
copyright.
you're-
Sorry.
Your awkward moment.
and I'm not really coming up with anything.
You are a yawn bucket over there. You need to
Whoa.
stop it down.
I just went.
Lock it up.
I don't hear. I went.
Get it
I hear
together.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear me?
I was trying to
Okay.
figure out like all the headsets decided to just cop
Anyhoozle.
out. I'm like cock
Trying to
out.
think like what.
Not there, boobalicious.
My life's been like really
Boobalocious.
boring.
Boobalocious.
I had 3 awkward moments in the fries tonight.
Do it. Tell me.
Well, one was when we were at the deli counter. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was staring at this guy in the back the entire
Totally
time.
did not notice.
And then staring at his
Damn.
girlfriend, and then I caught one glimpse from her, and I was like, oh shit, she's gonna try and kill me. Because he was incredibly attractive and good looking, and I was just
Why
kinda
did you
like,
not show me this?
I thought you saw him. I don't know.
No, I was like
And also, I'm not
food.
gonna, like,
I was on a
point at him.
food. I was in food.
Was
I
he
was in
at
a
I'm
the
like,
deli
hey guys,
counter?
look, and then just point at him and be like, that guy right there, the one in the brown shirt.
I
And
was
then
like
he
on a food parade. No, you gotta. I'm sorry. When there's
Damn it,
food and
No, it's back for me.
Well, it's not for me.
Oh shit.
oh, awesome.
There we go.
Just
I'm
kidding.
Technical
sorry,
difficulties.
producer Steve.
You're gonna be. All right. So
Alright.
anyway, so what was this guy
So,
look like?
hot guy.
I want to get an idea. Yeah, of like, was this like
he looked like a trust fund baby.
Oh.
I
Eh.
was like, you guys,
What does that look
he
like?
doesn't look
Is,
like
is his
much,
mouth,
but if
is
you
his
could
mouth
just-
open a lot?
He doesn't look like much. But
Now
if you
should he? Now did he? Now was the girl in the same league as him, or can he do better?
No, I mean, like, she was probably in the same league as him. I've just been single for too long, and I was just
Oh,
staring at him
Hey,
like.
welcome to the world, buddy. I was about to say
Cross-eyed.
we could have just like tackled them
There's
both.
nothing.
you know?
I specifically crossed my eyes just so I could see 2 of them. I was like,
That's what we're going out on. We're gonna go stag together. It's gonna be straight and gay.
There
Or
you
gay and
go.
straight. I don't care.
Well, 'cause he
I don't
can-
care who
he-
comes first.
We'll call it the gate.
He can pull
gate.
the women, and you can pull the men, and it's perfect.
Yeah, we'll just split them up. You can
Yeah.
have her. I'll take
That's
him.
what I figure. You know.
I
Because
get,
you can get, your bros.
Hey, look, I don't care who comes
we'll
first.
text
you know?
each other the pin for their credit cards.
As long as everyone's coming.
Yeah, as long as everyone's coming by the end of the night, I'm fine.
Dun-dun.
Oh damn.
You know, God
Well, God willing.
God willing.
Godspeed.
Or
willing.
whoever.
If you could just split up that couple for me, that'd be great.
Oh, I
And then
can-
make him realize that he's gay.
You probably.
No, it
Oh,
was-
I could do that.
It was really
I'll just
funny.
grab his girlfriend and be like, "You're a faggot," and walk away, and they'd be like, "What?"
It was
You're right.
it was really
Like,
sad.
oh my god, why had I never seen him before?
Thank you for pointing that out. You saved me years of therapy.
You're welcome.
And I'm like, thank you.
No, I was super annoyed the other day because
standing by the flower stand.
this couple.
Aaron's like,
So I heard you just went through a breakup, huh?
And you just look over at him.
just pull a rose out and be like,
Yeah.
would you like a rose? You're gonna have to buy it, but would you like a rose?
Like,
You
hey
actually
there,
need to buy the whole
stranger.
thing.
Self-checkout's right there, big boy.
Like, when was the first time someone gave you a flower?
Want to use my fries card? It's
Yeah.
a VIP.
It's a VIP.
You want a flower that never dies? Right here, baby.
Right here.
Anyway,
In
so
the pants.
I was just about to
Next to
say.
the peanut butter.
We're gonna rip this town a new one.
We're all gonna need some lube and a
Peanut butter-
lot of masking
Peanut butter
tape.
flowers in Crisco.
Actually, now we
really
just
more
wrote
gay
we just wrote a cop movie right now.
Oh god!
and the next big game.
Come out with your hands up and your pants down, baby.
That shirt looks better on the floor.
Your badge is awesome.
I'm dying right now.
It looks better as a trinket on my asshole. But
I got
anyway.
a brooch. I can see myself all over your chest.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Right off the cuff.
Right on the cuff.
No, my father loved me.
It's actually a good way to get out of a one night stand, get a woman out of your bed, or guy. I don't know if it works on guys, but you just tell them after you do your business and you want them to leave. You're like, I don't want them staying over. So it just goes, it's not your fault. Your father didn't love you enough. They are out.
You know what's
They're
funny?
like,
Is that does work.
bastard!
Exactly the same way. I was
You
watching
bastard!
Will and Grace
How dare you!
the second season, and because gay culture has changed a lot, bar culture has changed a lot.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like we have like straight people going to gay bars, gay people going to straight bars. It's
I
just
love going to gay bars.
I've never
Oh
been.
yeah.
well, it's just
Oh
it's
well.
just become a mixture though.
Guess
now.
what you're
It's
doing
not
tomorrow?
it's not so like segregated. I guess.
Friday
Night, and I don't have to work.
Really?
So you're going to a gay bar. Oh,
But what's that?
You just
Talking
mentioned-
about culture changing.
Culture. Oh, culture
yeah.
changing.
Will
Oh,
and
and
Grace
then-
was what, late
Amazing.
2000?
Late
Or-
2000.
No, it was
like
no,
late
it's
90s,
early
late
2000s.
Late
Early
90s,
early
yeah.
2000.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, it started
Get with
late
the program.
90s,
Get with
and
the
then it.
program.
Sorry, I
Get with
I'm
the
gonna
rainbow
say
flag.
it went to 2006.
Whatever. I haven't had a TV in like
You're on
7
blue, we're all on
years.
red.
Yeah.
Punta.
But he was
Panocha?
talking about gay English and like
Bueno.
what was it? He was trying to. He's like,
Jack?
yeah. Well, Will's talking to Jack and he says something and he goes, oh yeah, Will's getting ready for a date and he answers the phone. The phone rings and then he answers it and he's like, hey Richard, blah 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 blah. And he's like, oh, you're running late. Okay, no, that's fine. And Jack's like on his way out and Jack just turns around. And he's like, ooh, you okay, buddy? He goes, yeah. Why would I not be? He goes, Will, did you completely forget how to speak our language? I'm running late is gay for I'm blowing you off. And so Will's like, no, Jack, no, he's not. He's just running late. He's like, yeah. He's like, you want to talk about it? And then he's like, well, what's gay? He's like, what's gay for goodbye, Jack? He's like, that would be good morning.
Oh.
And then they just look at each other and he goes, good morning, Jack. And he walks out. But I was just like, that's true, though. It's like, good morning is gay for goodbye. Like, why are you still here?
Well, it's
Yeah.
almost
Mitch, please.
check, please. Yeah. I mean, I need to get better at that because there's been plenty of times when I like meet a guy and go on a date and then it's good morning.
Yeah.
And I should not do that really, but it's just really hard when I'm just so sexually charged. I'm
know,
like a
trick
sexual
is-
rhino.
at
I
the
can't
end of the day,
be held
afterwards,
back.
even if it's after you've done the dirty work in between the sheets, or as Natalie likes to put it, the downstairs mix-up.
Hello.
He's got a DJ and everything.
Just
Yeah,
brew,
got a house
brew a
DJ.
pot of coffee because we all know they want to go to bed. But if you're brewing a pot of coffee and you're like, hey, you want some coffee? What? No, are you sure not for the ride home?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a kind and gentle
Yeah.
way of
Yeah,
saying, get out of
like,
my house.
leave.
Like, I like to
Yeah.
starfish in bed, so.
Another
Yeah.
thing
Which is a
that
new saying. I think it's going to be in the Webster.
Starfishing?
Mhm.
what?
Oh, dude. I am lazy during sex, too. I just lay there like bib lettuce. I just starfish. And
Like
This might be why you're single. No offense.
yeah, no,
Sorry,
that's
no
true.
offense.
No, it's true.
Alright, good.
And I ask for a lot of massages. 'Cause I don't want to pay for them. I'm just like, why?
Yeah, I've already.
Hey, if you know how to work the system, do it, man.
Right? Like, I got a 2
It's
for
like
1. I
food
get a
stamps
massage.
with massage.
You get a massage with a very happy ending. For free.
And you don't have to deal with those tiny, like, annoying little Asian hands all over you. You get clammy.
They get clammy.
No, is it just me? Is it because I'm Asian?
I haven't had an actual Asian massage.
Yeah.
Well, besides from you, but,
When I walked all over your back. I was holding that
yes.
I was like, cry.
And then, yeah. You're like, do you remember that massage I gave you last night? I'm like, no, you should do it again, though.
No, absolutely not.
But
Remind
could you
me.
remind me?
Could you swing
Could
a
you
little bit
kind of
my
show
way
me
again?
what-
So,
did.
Natalie, why do you think these keeps happening to you then? Why do you go out on a date with a guy and then end up with...
Because she gets
"Good morning"?
drunk.
Have you ever tried not getting drunk?
You gotta lay off the sauce.
I feel like Aaron definitely nailed it. But also, I'm a sexual,
Drinking makes you more fun.
shark. I unfortunately,
Do you have standards?
Sexual
I'm
shark.
kind of like a sexual
So you come up-
Viking.
you like to come up from beneath.
She likes to pillage the village.
I do. I
Dude, you're not gonna believe this, man. I
Dude.
was just standing over my bench. He's jumped out like a fucking shark for it.
Yep.
and
like a shark
and
ninja.
well, because we know me and Maddie, we actually watched this awesome thing on IMAX.
For 1 second, I thought you were gonna say we actually slept with the same person. I was like, oh my god, who?
Yeah, I was about to say, then you're
Oh,
Eskimo
my pillows.
brothers.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, and I'm reading a book on
siblings.
that.
Eskimo brothers?
But-
yes.
but
No.
we learned that
I was like, there's a book? I want it!
Well, there's a whole chapter dedicated to it. It's called
Oh.
Nunaga. It's about this guy in the 70s going, living,
oh
with
yeah,
the Eskimos during the fur trade. And so he completely immerses himself in it, and he actually does the reason that they would do it is because they would have blood feuds. And so, like, if I killed Natalie, and then her brother would come kill
Don't do
me,
that.
and then my brother would kill her brother, and
Don't
it just
do
goes
that.
back and
Oh,
forth.
your
So
Eskimos brothers completely different from mine.
Yeah.
No, well, then they would trade
Can't we
wives
just
to
eat
swap. and
seals
that
together?
that made you family.
Okay.
So that way you would like have like this whole side of like, so if you like hurt somebody that was an Eskimo brother,
Ah, gotcha.
so the
fair.
whole point was to sleep with as many of your friends' girlfriends as possible.
Gracie.
Okay, that's college. Anyway, but,
Yeah,
Psych 101.
yeah.
Oh wait, that's our current dating culture. It's not even a dating culture anymore. It's a hookup culture that we're living in.
So not only
Grindr.
so not
I
only
appreciate you saving
Yeah,
a lot of time.
so
Grindr.
not only do I suck at dating, but I suck at hooking up.
My thing is
Great.
like I don't want to just hook up. Like if I wanted to hook up, I could just hook up because that's easy. Like I could do that. I could do that right now if I wanted to.
I'm doing it
I'm
right now.
I'm
I'm on Grindr right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm at like this phase
me.
right now where like if you want to take me on a date and all you want to do is take me to like the bar,
But that place is awesome.
then sorry, no.
actual
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
It's a gay place.
It's a gay
it
bar.
used
It
to be Amsterdam. Yeah.
And they,
Or
But my
Amsterdam.
thing is like so many times people are like, "Oh, hey, do you want to get a drink?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, that'd be great to go get a drink." But then one drink turns into multiple drinks, and then you
It's
might
never
end
a
up
drink.
taking them home and making a pot of coffee at 3 a.m. And or
Having
actually
sloppy
no, at like
seconds.
5 a.m, and you're just kind of like, why did I do that?"
And when you
And
start to sober up, that's the worst.
yeah, you're like,
you can't
"Oh
fall asleep,
shit,
and you're just like,
damn it.
I can't
No.
sleep. You're still here. Fuck."
I haven't had an orgasm.
Well, you people do not know how to
right?
get rid of people.
So fire. One thing that I've thought about is like, okay, if somebody's like,
I'm gonna need a beer.
"Hey, let's go out sometime," whatever, and you're worried about potentially ending up in the downstairs mix,
Furniture rearrangement.
if you're worried about
Trying
that
to
and
feng
you don't
shui.
want to do that, then it's like, make plans for after you see that person. Be like, "Oh, we're gonna go grab a drink," or "Oh, we're gonna go grab dinner." You have something to do after that date. So then you can't go home with them. They can't come home with you because,
So you mean like
You're
setting up
meeting your-
something-
yeah, like if you know that on Saturday night, you're gonna meet Jimmy Bo,
or just do it on a Sunday. That way you could be like, hey, I got to work in the morning.
that too.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I know certain individuals, myself included, where sometimes like I'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna hang out until this time, and then I'm going home." But then it's like you get a little buzzed, or you're just having a
For
really
sure.
good time,
No,
and you
really,
end
you
up
guys gotta-
staying
you guys-
out all night.
You guys got to fix your ratio with booze because I can get shit-faced drunk with somebody and I go, you know what? There's not going to be a second date.
No,
and
no,
I'm not
I'm
gonna sleep with
saying
this
even-
person. Is that
Oh,
standard?
Hold on.
Wow. I'll just
I'm
tell her to her
even
face, yeah,
saying
this is
called
working.
No.
standard.
I'm even saying just even
I
on
drink
like
a lot and not even hotter. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm out.
I'm even saying like not even
See,
in
like,
sexual
I got that
situations.
like a $2
There's times when I'm even meeting up with friends. I'm only planning to hang out with those friends until I say at the
Blah,
beginning
blah,
of the
hour.
night I
Yeah.
decide I'm going to be home before midnight. Well, hanging out, we're all having a lot of fun. I get very wrapped up in
Oh,
the
yeah.
moments. So then it's like, oh shit, I wasn't planning on crashing at my friend's place on their couch, and now fuck, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 a.m. and we're all still hanging out.
Yeah.
And so that's like one thing that I've been thinking about as far as like dates. Like if you know you're supposed to go on a date with so and so on like Saturday around
You
like
can say it,
7.
douchebag number one.
Douchewally Magoo.
Teabag.
You're going out with Douchewally Magoo at like 7
Name
on
of another movie.
Saturday.
what you need to do is have dates already lined up for
Well,
that night.
And that's what I'm
So-
saying is like, okay, so you
So
know,
I gotta be done
you're
with
doing,
this.
You're doing this at 7.
See, that's why
So
you
then you
schedule
make
2 dates with
plans-
2 different people on the same
So
night.
then you make plans with somebody else
Can you do
for
that?
like a
'Cause
9.
I can't even get one date.
I once had 3 dates with 3 different guys on the same day.
Dude.
Animal, I need to know how
I
you
was a
do that.
lot younger, and it was a lot easier back then. Now all the gays are like, oh, I want to have a relationship.
I
and
know,
babies.
everybody wants flowers and stuff. Before you just whip out your ding dong and you got something. you
I know. I was like, a Bud Light
Dude,
and a
I'll be
basket of curly
honest, I
fries.
do
You know what I mean?
feel that, I do feel like ding dongs are a great bouquet. Sorry.
But I just think like that's
That's
even
fair.
a way like if you know you're meeting up with somebody and you don't want to like end up in that situation where you're like having sex the first time that you hang out, make other plans for that evening. Even if it's like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with this guy from 7
Yeah.
to 9, 9:30 till whatever. I'm gonna go hang out with my girls, or this, that, or the other
Right.
thing, but like,
Well, it was interesting because like me and Austin, like our first date, he came over at like 3 in the afternoon.
oh, I know.
And like we hung out till, I sold some weed while he was hanging out with me, like on our first date, like.
Yeah, you
And-
guys were.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you just need to set it up as a date. Like you meet for dinner specifically. When dinner's
Yeah,
over, you don't
yeah.
go back to their
And
house.
that's like a big thing too, though, is like our
Make
dating.
sure you have enough for cab fare.
The fact that
Yeah.
no, and that was
Uber.
something that one of my friend's grandmothers. She said that she always made sure that she had quick cash. And for that, like, what that meant to her was she always had enough cash on cash on her, so if her date sucked, she could afford a cab home.
Right.
And like, dating doesn't exist these days.
No.
And it's like you send somebody a message asking them if they want to hang out, not like, hey, let's go on a date and make it like an
Like,
official thing.
right.
Well, it's just
And
it all
then-
bases back to
Necessarily.
rejection. Nobody likes to be rejected, so
Right.
now we've worded things and changed our
Well,
verbiage.
it all depends though, because
then
when I dated my ex the first time we went out, we said let's hang out and get a cup of coffee, talk to her. As soon as that was over, the next time I go, okay, we're going out to dinner. It's a date.
Yeah.
So, but you never want to do a date the first time. Some people don't want to do that because, of course, there's the rejection. Then there's also the go around stuff that you figure if you hang out, you can go somewhere where there's really not that tension of this is a date.
Yeah, coffee's always good. Like especially if you've never met the person
Yeah,
before.
and get to know them and figure out, okay, that's what I always do. I always meet somebody someplace, either coffee or somewhere to hang out with or something like that.
The
So
dark alleyway behind the.
no, that's date 2.
That's
Maybe
the
that's
first
my
date.
problem. I'm rushing.
But yeah,
things.
you meet and you talk with this person because usually this is how I work. I was telling
Gonna
her
meet you.
a bloke
Hey,
out of
do you
town.
wanna
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wanna meet for a date at the morgue?
I found, yeah. It's gonna be cold and clammy, so you might want to bring something.
Well, that's what I was
warm.
telling Aaron last time when I was
Or
helping
you
her
can
move
just
some
grab
stuff.
me.
Where it's just like you hang out with somebody first, and I go, look, if this is ending, and I'm like, there's not going to be a second meeting of
No.
this because I know then it's like I'm not even going to set up for that.
My
so.
thing is
I think
that
guys know more quickly than girls do.
I feel it's
Like, they wanna,
become.
I want someone to
Such-
like climb a tree with me. I don't want to go drink coffee.
Well,
I don't
that's my thing.
want
Like,
to
let's
go.
do an activity. Like, let's,
Yeah.
What do you
like,
mean that has an end point?
yeah.
I'm not-
And maybe after
I mean,
that
we can
activity is
go
over.
but
you to take me rock climbing, motherfucker.
Well, no, that's my thing. Like,
No.
one of my
No, not
favorite
necessarily that.
ideas for
They're
a
not gonna
first
spend the
yeah,
date.
guys are not going to spend that much money on a first date. Hate to break it to you.
Hey, shut your
Tom
mouth.
Likas.
So one of my
You eat a
things
big dinner,
is
you go out, you order a salad, and that way she looks like a pig if she orders.
so my thing is like my idea of like a good like date activity, even if you've been hanging out with the person and dating them for a while, or you're hanging out with them
Hanging
for the
out,
first
yeah.
time. Go on a hike. At the end of the hike, if you decide that you want to grab lunch, or you want to grab a beer, or you
wanna
want to
grab
like
each
go,
other.
you know,
Essentially the same
yeah,
thing.
but
It's all
you're
separate
doing
dates.
something
gonna
one
know.
active. You're actively doing something. You're in a place where you're experiencing nature. You're getting to know each other a little bit. You're
Yeah, but you know what? This is-
sharing an experience.
So I want to
But
go
we're all
to
older,
Goodwill.
so like this is our ideas of date now. But when you're younger, you're 21, you're just trying to hook up.
Well, yeah, and this is my thing. Like, I'm not looking to hook up anymore because I've done enough of that.
Yeah.
And as much as I love sex,
It's better when you've actually
I'm
are
over
doing
with
it
like, I'm just
with someone who knows you.
Okay, well,
see, like I'm just bored of casual sex.
Me
Like
too.
I,
Like
does
it's
get
a
boring.
lot of fumbling around, a lot of elbows. I don't need that.
And my thing
Don't
is
need
I
it.
hate that the fear of reduction and like
It's
the
like playing
changes of
crap.
verbiage has made it such a casual thing. So then like, okay, you get comfortable saying let's hang out, and then it becomes this really awkward thing of like, well,
See, I feel like girls make that awkward.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
pretty
no, I
black
mean-
and white for guys.
Well,
Like,
see, this
we're,
is-
it's
this
like we're
is-
dating or we're not.
This is
We're
what I
screwing or
said
we're not.
with
If we're screwing
when
while
I-
we're doing things, then we're dating.
What I said was
No,
like, why you
that's
take
not.
someone out.
That's not
No,
true.
that's
That's
not
not true
true.
for guys.
Well, this is why I said when you go
That's
out
a booty call.
when you go out for coffee, this is why, because you have a coffee, and as soon as that coffee's done, you have two choices. You can go, you want to go for a walk, you want to do this, you want to do something else.
but that's how I feel about a hike.
But this is what I'm saying, because when that coffee ends and the conversation didn't go anywhere, and you're like, I want to get out, it's like, well, I gotta go.
Yep.
This is over. Then you have
Yeah,
that out.
for
Like
sure,
he's
for
just
sure.
not that into you. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
or you're
sucks
not into
because-
them.
Well, that's the thing. It's like most of the time, it's like when I've gone out and I'm talking with somebody, it's like I'm I like when people talk, but if I'm the one that's doing the entire conversation and everything, every time that happens where I'm just like, I'm the one that's only contributing this conversation or whatnot, the girl seems to be like, oh my god, we need to hang out again. I'm like, no, we don't.
No, I had to work the entire time to see.
I was like, you're not interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest though, you don't really want a girl to talk that much anyway.
Huh?
Sorry, that's not. I'm sorry. I'm staying at Tent City right now with a bunch of girls and like all.
Yes, I know. As soon as you're done, you're gonna go have one of your dates and then make him breakfast in the morning.
No,
I get it.
See what I mean by activity is like if I'm having sex with you and we're going rock climbing, we're dating. That's it. That's not a booty call.
No, that's not how not how everybody feels about it.
But I'm dating guys. We're pretty simple. Like it's not.
Well, I'm dating guys too, and
we're just
I've had situations where it's like, hey, we just had this really awesome day of like playing basketball and like going record shopping.
Yeah, and he was like, and I did not get pussy at the end, so fuck it.
We also took a shower together after playing basketball.
But we're not dating.
But oh wait, we're not dating.
Wait, no, who's saying that? You or him?
They're saying we're not dating.
Yeah, because he got what he wanted.
Well, yeah, no,
Don't you know this by now? Come on, sweetheart.
I mean, if he wants...
I'm telling him, like, he's saying if you do an activity and you sleep with the person, he considers that dating.
Well, that would
Natalie
be a
and
date,
I are saying
and
that...
then, like, if you continue doing that, you'd be dating.
Well, yeah, but this is like...
Unless it's a mutual understanding.
Well, I have lots of those, too.
Well,
I mean, it is kind of... I mean, in a way, that type of get-down would be perfect.
I guess maybe the difference is like you're dealing with guys who want to shoot straight from the hip and don't want to be fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Where
he doesn't want to
I've had issues where like I bring up discussions just asking like, hey, this is what's up. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. And then find out after the fact that
he's got a girlfriend.
It's something else entirely.
And then you make a Facebook page about it.
Oh, okay. See, I think that's what I was gonna say.
Somebody,
girls will obsess over it, whereas guys will just cut it and move on to the next.
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Well, but it's like
we won't talk about it. Like, yeah, I mean, like that's happened to me before.
Like we've all said, mopeds are like fat chicks. They're fun to ride, but don't let your friends catch up. Okay.
Fat chicks try harder and they're gentle.
I think like
'cause more pushing
going into things
but no,
now
you definitely
experiences that I had.
It's time to kind of like put the foot down. Like, yo, I'm not your fucking playground that you can just jungle gym around whenever you feel like it. Like, I need some kind of
somebody not
Curious George.
In a yellow suit.
Man, was he wearing? I was gonna say, was he wearing a yellow hat?
Suit.
There's an older guy there watching you play on the jungle gym.
Well, I paid him to be there in case I needed to.
In case the monkey gets loose.
It's just that I feel like there was a circle graph, I think, that was posted somewhere on the interwebs, where it was talking about like nice guys becoming assholes, girls who weren't bitches becoming bitches, and kind of it just being like this whole like, well, you were a nice guy, but then guys and bitches fucked you over, so you became an asshole, or because somebody was an asshole to you, that's why you became a bitch. And like,
yes,
I get the cycle. I think the cycle's fucking bullshit, and that's why like I feel with the way, and like it sucks with the way that the current dating culture is, because it's a mess and it's gross.
I don't think we have a dating culture anymore.
It's a hookup culture.
No, there is a hookup culture.
And okay, so
there's no dating.
Well,
it's a drunk culture.
I find it hilarious because if you actually like look at it on a timeline, what happened is that straight people are now acting the exact same way gay people did a long time ago. Grindr came out, now there's Tinder. It's like we had this system down and you guys fucked it up.
Well, I have a thing
with emotions and shit.
Well, that's what happens is the gays do something first, it works, and we go, we want
like
this,
recycling,
but we don't know how to do it correctly.
Refurbishing old houses
it's
and
like,
making
no,
them
we're just gonna
adorable.
swipe the picture back and forth. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. You gotta have the location. And you gotta get a lot more organized.
Hello, Willow District.
Right.
So.
The gays moved in, and now it's fabulous, and everyone wants to live there now.
And no one can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to live in a block where all my neighbors were gay. Oh my god.
Oh my
I would
goodness.
love that.
No. Every time I would leave for
living
a date,
with Maddie was awesome.
How do I look?
I come home, my place was spotless.
What? Oh.
Okay, now you just want gay servants.
So
That's
Does
completely
anybody else
different.
live in a servantless household?
An Asian gay.
Why's he got to be Asian?
and he gave you
Oh, I am
massages
Asian.
too. So yeah, you could have had the whole package.
I did.
Yeah.
I really
This
did.
32 AA 32-inch waist.
Oh,
That's right. Can I get a
That's
shout out to my
actually-
girlfriends in Japan?
It was all about this.
the booty.
It was all about the wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
The Miyagi.
So wait,
The
so like
Miyagi.
there's this
Is that what the gay
woman
grinder
that
is
I-
called for Asians?
Mr. Miyagi.
The Mr. Miyagi
You
app.
can wax off.
Me
or
wax-
you can
Yeah, he wax off.
Or do both at the same time.
No,
but
we call that a standing crane.
And if you both pick
Standing
each,
crane.
if you both
Only
pick
takes
each
one
other, if you both
Damn
pick
right.
each other, it's swipe the leg.
Swipe the leg.
Oh, the fortune cookie.
is there a young grasshopper? Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
a
I
move?
think it's a cricket.
Oh, is it a cricket?
Cricket from Mulan. Because like
Oh
cricket.
no, but like in Karate Kid,
In-
young grasshopper.
Does he say that? No.
Yeah.
He says Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson.
Danielson after everything.
Grasshopper is grasshopper. I think.
Something's grasshopper.
Young grasshopper.
What is grasshopper? I think it's like
It's like a person in
show.
training.
it's a small insect
I know
that no, yeah,
Fiddles with its legs. Oh,
and
wait.
makes a noise.
But
Sounds familiar.
but
She
yeah,
had to
no, that whole scene is fucked. So
Yeah, it's just the whole like gay hookup culture has pervaded its way into like straight culture, and now it's all kinds of messed up.
Well, it's interesting.
Well, and we would
because-
have casual sex, but then you have to also think about it this way too. We were all men. We're all visually based. So now you've added in females, which are not visually based, and they are emotional, and there's estrogen floating in the air. And so,
But you have to understand.
it's gotten
No,
dicey,
wait,
and,
no,
like,
no,
people
no,
are
no,
trying to
no,
read
no,
between the
no,
lines,
no,
and,
no.
like, there should
Time
be
out.
no
Time
line.
out.
Mm.
Gay men are still very emotional, and I don't agree with.
Straight men are
we're-
even more emotional than
And
some
straight-
women are. Like
Yeah,
fucking
so
A,
I don't
people
know.
are
the
emotional.
guys that work in our bar, okay, let me just say, the amount of bitchy and cattiness
bitchy
behind
fucking
that bar,
PMS going on with
they're
them.
just like, and they won't talk to each other. They're just like,
It's passive aggressiveness.
and
Because
talk
not
about
only are
it.
people worried about rejection, people are also now have become so afraid of confrontation
that's true.
that it's such a passive aggressive bullshit hole.
yeah,
yeah, that's why on first dates, just punch a baby, get it out of the way.
yeah.
Just get socked in the face, and the date won't be so bad.
Or what I do is
Get in
I
the face.
just steal their pacifier and I throw it.
And then you look
Yeah.
at them and go, "What are you gonna do? Cry about it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your mommy?
Oh, she's
Yeah.
right there.
See, I replace
Hey,
their
you
pacifier
You
with
think
like
kind of.
Yeah, not
Are you
seeing a
a
ring.
metal spike.
I was gonna say
Free diamond.
Yeah, never banged a milk before.
marijuana candy.
It's like, oh, she does have a ring. Well, it's a
Let me
conflict
just
free
get your
diamond.
baby
You gotta worry about
stoned, and then it'll just sleep all day, and you'll get so much more shit done.
And then I won't have to hear it crying.
So, like, one thing that I had recently
I'm gonna pee. One.
known was, so this woman that I worked with, she was, helping out a friend of hers daughter.
Natalie just tripped up the stairs, you guys.
Bitch
Oh
be
my
tripping
That was hilarious.
up the stairs.
So this woman that I know, she was taking care of, and by taking care of, like, allowing this girl a cheap place to stay until she could, like, get on her feet and whatever.
Mhm.
This 19-year-old girl was discharged from the army, and
Like-
oh,
And was she like dishonorably discharged, or?
oh, she was discharged because, like, during, like, even training, she got in trouble for something and then just kept
Oh.
fucking up.
screwing
So
up,
it was just like, this girl's crazy. So this female is 19 years old, has had over 69 sexual partners,
69.
has herpes, and has
Ugh.
has neglected to tell people she hooks up about it, and has also had to get checked multiple times because other issues. So it's like, obviously, if you're contracting
She's
more
a walking
STIs, if you're contracting like more than you already have, not only are you not letting the partners you know that you do have know about what you already have, but you're also not using protection. And
I have to say this though: there's a lot of blame being put on her. Think about these people that are sleeping with her after like that, not
That's-
getting to know her.
well, no, that's the thing though. It's like, Her and the
really hot.
her and the individuals that she's sleeping with are not having a conversation of, do we need to use protection? Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
If
you
it's
should
a
always
one night
use protection.
fucking
First
stand,
question out of those gates. You have heard.
my thing is if it's a
How was
if
your
it's
day?
if you're sleeping with somebody that you've never slept with before, use motherfucking protection. Even if you're a
Wrap that
female
shit before you pop it.
even if you're on birth control, you should still be using protection.
No,
Because
yeah.
guess what? Birth control only prevents babies. It doesn't prevent fucking syphilis.
Yeah, well, and that's one of the things that's been hammered into like gay cultures, like
Yeah.
gay kids' heads, like since the get go. Before you even have sex, there's condoms. There's condoms in the bars. There's condoms everywhere. Just because ours doesn't deal with babies, ours deals with HIV.
Well, and
AIDS.
that's something
So,
that
you use it all the time.
All the time.
And then you get tested together, and you get tested every 3 months before you stop using condoms. And I think that should just be the way it is.
I think that should be the way it is for everybody,
Yeah.
straight and
Well, because they've been beating it into our heads, and like you go out to the gay bar and there's like a safe sex ad like right on the wall.
Oh yeah, there's condoms everywhere.
Yeah,
Well,
there's condoms everywhere.
That's where I
the-
get my condoms.
Here's-
I go to a gay bar.
here's the thing
You
too
need
that
to
I
suck
thought
condoms
was
then.
really interesting and
Well, they
all
have lube, too.
honesty, I thought was actually really upsetting was a friend of mine, female. This has happened on 2 separate occasions, one with a female, one with a male. Female goes in, says that she wants to be tested for everything, HIV included.
Mhm.
The doctor was like, "Oh, really? Like, why do you want to? Like, you don't need to be tested for AIDS. You're-
HIV.
You don't need to be tested for gay.
Well, yeah, she's like, you
You
don't,
have a
sorry.
penis.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't need to be tested
Gay
for AIDS. You're not a
HIV.
gay male.
Yeah.
And she is looking at the woman like, you have no idea who I've slept with if I've,
A lot
What
of gay
my-
males.
It's like
What
that
my-
Sarah Silver episode where she writes down. She goes, "Write down your sexual partner or how many sexual partners you've had." She writes down and she slides it over and she goes, "There's 2 numbers here." She goes, "One's for the front, one's for the back."
Nice.
and then there was
Yeah, you have no
a
idea.
male friend who he went in, got tested, and then was talking to a gay friend of ours, and like they had asked like, "Oh, well, did they test you for HIV?" And he's like, "No," and I thought that was weird. And he's like, "Okay, the next time you get tested, like
You have to
tell
ask
your
them.
doctor that you're gay."
Oh yeah, you tell
So
them that,
you
and they're
can-
gonna be like, "Let's draw some blood." Da, da, da,
Right?
da.
And
Yeah.
that was like, he
Because
wanted a full test. He wanted a full test as a straight male because he doesn't know
See, the
he's
gays
had
get
partners
everything.
that he doesn't
Here's a
really
fun-
know everything.
Here's a fun fact: the
Gays get
fastest
all-
growing, what do you call it? Demographic contracting HIV right now, the elderly.
Oh,
yeah,
I
Yeah, because they
know.
don't think they need it.
I was
I don't
gonna
think
say-
they
Like that
die
awesome
anyway.
The
Parks
works
and
fell out
Rec.
years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh my god, so this
Show
is
me
how
how
you
to
put a condom on a banana.
Banana.
On a
It's
really
so true,
old
though.
brown banana.
Well, good for them. Like,
'Cause
fucking
even
get it going.
In a
No,
lot of
that-
the
but they
nursing
need to
homes,
be
like
using
syphilis is
protection.
on the rise.
Not really.
Yeah, they do, because your grandkids come over and you like, "Oh, I have an open wound.
Wound.
Oh, you got AIDS, little boy."
That is not
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
is contracted. But no, I mean, you're dying anyway. Have
Fingering
a
their grandparents'
sun in
open
the
wounds.
fun. Fun in the sun.
The
whatever
thing
it's
is,
called.
the
but
thing
I
is,
mean,
is
like,
that
they're-
everyone should be practicing safe sex.
Yeah, safe
Except
sex is fine.
for the Nazis.
Unless you're a really
yeah,
bad
except
person,
for
then
bad
don't.
people.
Like, then
there
just-
you go.
No,
Become
because if a
sterile.
really
Yeah.
bad person isn't practicing safe sex and I accidentally get involved with them,
I
How do
told
you
you.
accidentally get involved with that person?
She's like, there was a
I was
Nazi.
a bad person.
He's like, a Nazi passed
On
out on my.
his
That's when
penis.
the drinking too much comes in.
Yeah,
Right?
The Nazi passed
Well, no.
out
You
on
seem
my
like a great
floor.
guy. We only talk about Hitler twice.
Hey, there's a lot of people who
She's
seem like really awesome people,
I
and
draw
then
the
you
line when
really
they
get to
mention
know
Hitler
them.
3
That's
times.
true.
Whoops.
Natalie.
Whoopsie poopsie.
Yeah, I don't know why
Call
we're
the
so
IBS
friends.
community. Oh, whoopsie poopsie.
IBS. Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Pretty awesome.
Also, I can't think about that. I can't think about IBS without thinking about my friend Rachel's mom.
Oh.
What?
There was a night that
Is that her
she was,
initials?
Is this the awkward moment?
she was so drunk one night that
Oh,
like
good Lord.
her. Okay, and this woman, by the way, was my freshman English teacher, and is like one of my best friend's moms.
Yeah.
And so her mom is in town and is so wasted. She drank like maybe 2 bottles of wine. Was just like
That a girl.
hitting it, just enjoying being
hitting
on
it hard.
vacation.
Yeah.
And
She's a teacher. Fuck yeah.
her
Teachers drink
response to
hardcore.
They
everything.
should. I mean, come on.
Her response to everything was IBS. It's IBS. And like she just kept saying
I
it.
always
in
blame
this-
everything on McDonald's.
She just kept saying it in this like low, like
It was IBS.
It was IBS.
low voice, like IBS.
It's like
Ibs.
it's sexy.
And then she
Yeah.
started calling it Ibs. She'd be like, the Ibs. The Ibs. And it's like she was saying it when it didn't have anything to do with anything that was
It's like, hey, you want to
Like,
go out to
oh,
lunch?
dropping
No, I thought-
conversation.
Why didn't you
Ibs.
call me back? Ibs.
And that's all I think about now when
I
I
have IBS. That's
hear
why I'm calling
IBS.
back.
I'm like, oh my
And we had
god.
Indian food that night. So.
Oh, that
No,
curry.
but I was waiting for the story
I
to be
wish
like, and
I-
then she shit herself.
She probably did.
And
She
that's
was talking
why
about
the
IBS
pool
and-
was brown. Oh man. I
So,
mean,
speaking of
Okay.
You have to?
Yeah.
What? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you
I
were
was gonna bring up like a movie reference or something. It's Mr. Popper's Penguin. Speaking of shit.
Oh,
Oh,
I liked
Jim
that
Carrey.
what's up
Oh,
with Jim
man.
Carrey?
I miss him.
I-
I miss
What
the
happened to
stuff.
Ace Ventura 3?
Actually,
Oh, well,
Dumb and Dumber
2.
2.
Dumb and Dumber.
No, Dumb and Dumber
Two.
2 with
T-O-O.
with
Oh, right, that's right.
With
Yeah.
the
With-
two originals.
with the two
That's
originals,
coming
which
out.
I want
actually
to see it. Actually,
good.
him and Jeff, what's his nose? Can't remember the last.
what's his nose?
But they actually were on Saturday Night Live, and they did like no, I'm sorry, not Saturday Night Live. Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon.
Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon.
Fallon, and like they did the fake arms,
Oh,
and
yes.
like they were making hot dogs with like these
Jeff
fake
Daniels.
Jeff
There we
Daniels.
go.
Thank you.
Jeff
No, actually,
Goldblum?
it was funny
And it was hilarious.
because I was like, oh, they're doing a sequel. They're doing like a sequel. I was like, oh, okay. And then I found out like Jim Carrey actually has been pushing this project. Like he's been wanting to do it. So I was like, all right, if he's back behind it, then I guess.
Did you see the preview too?
No,
Dude, check it out. 2
No,
Highs at 3
let-
o'clock. Why do I have to wait till 3 to see them?
Well, and I like how it's
And
20
then-
years in the future, and he's like, and they're in the psycho ward, and he goes like, gotcha! And he goes, for the last 20 years, you've been waiting for us to say this practical joke. He's like, yeah. He's like, awesome!
Wait, what about you told me this one with the woman in the hospital bed and she was old and like dust.
What?
No.
No, I don't think that was me. That was maybe in one of your dreams.
I'm really excited
Probably was.
about
Lady
Dinosaur
dust.
blood.
the idea.
But like she queefed and like all this like
Oh god,
this
like
dust.
sawdust comes out.
yeah, and he's like, no, all right then, and I don't know.
I
That's
wish
not
you guys
what
could
he
have seen
said at all.
Natalie's face when she just did that. Oh, all right.
Whoops.
The only thing that can save the queefing grandma is dinosaur blood.
Yes.
I
And
would
Laura
like
Dern
an
will
Ace
return.
Ventura 3 to happen though.
Oh my god! Actually, you know what? Tonight I'm gonna watch
all over the place.
Ace Ventura.
Fuck yeah.
How many Ace Venturas did they make though? Didn't they make
2.
Two.
two?
So I would like
And-
a third.
And that
to
was the
happen.
only time
they
where I've
made a
actually
third.
enjoyed
There
a
was
sequel.
discussion of
No,
it.
they made a prequel
Oh,
with a
that's
kid
right.
that was like Junior Ace.
It's like
No,
when they did the
fuck
Home
that
Alone
shit.
3 with that other kid.
and you're like, what happened to the other guy?
He OD'd.
So my thing is that's
No, we
really
wanted
like
to.
something that I think about when I think about the
He
Ace Ventura
survived.
films. When those
How
came
amazing.
out, I was like in 1st and 2nd grade, so fart jokes and poop jokes and all of that are like the funniest things
Yeah.
still. But then they were like super funny.
Well,
And then I'm
you had, like, this,
watching.
okay.
Well, exactly.
Fiction can be fun.
So then
he
I'm
just had,
watching this, like,
over.
Adult being this like crazy character.
Yeah.
And it only perpetuated all of the
Well,
fart jokes.
did
me
you
and my
notice
brothers
how many
made
people
from there.
emulated him? Like, do you remember like going
That
to
would be a
school
good
and
Halloween
everyone
costume.
was just like,
Alrighty then.
all right. I mean,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, like awesome. Like it was a different kind of I don't know, just stature or a different kind of funny. Like
Yeah,
a
it's
different
definitely
kind
a
of
humor that isn't really around now.
but it's very emulated. And I think thank you, Jim Carrey.
I
for-
just like it makes me laugh about the age I was when it came out because like going to see the films with like my parents and then them not wanting me and my brothers to talk about poop and make fart jokes when we just spent, an hour and a half in a movie theater all of us, parents included, laughing at toilet jokes.
Yeah.
And then
farts make my world go round.
Well, yeah.
So,
you're fart powered.
yeah, exactly.
Natalie is
that's
not
not
solar
electricity.
powered.
Is that natural gas? Do you have anything to do with the whole Russian situation?
It's not nuclear. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah,
but I'm working on that.
Some night.
Did you guys hear about that? Russia's a lot of the European nations are. Sorry, I'm like,
No,
let's go
yeah.
from fart jokes to
Oh yeah, no.
the
There's
No,
no-
let's go to
the
Russia
political-
because
the political
basically
climate.
Russia is a giant fart. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're Hungarian.
Yeah. I fought them and I hate them.
Why do
Well-
you hate us? We were fine. We didn't do
What do you-
anything wrong.
We invented vodka.
You fucking light.
That looks like my old phone.
I did not do that. There was someone else.
But
No,
okay,
they're
so
evil.
the European nation, like Germany and France are on the rocks, by the way. So they're
Again?
France isn't doing too well, like economically, and Germany's doing great, but they're the
Of
kind of
course
ones
they
that
are.
balance out the
They
whole
always
Western.
do.
What?
Do great.
Germany.
Germany. No, they do.
Germany does. Well,
Yeah.
they are now.
Yeah,
Since,
They're wicked smart.
You say that, but they
They're
also
Volkswagen
lost 2
smart.
wars, so yeah, I don't think they're doing that.
World War
Well,
One and Two.
They lost a war because the entire
We did not lose war.
nation was against them. But they
All
were
we wanted to
winning
do was
for
jump
quite a
into
while.
Poland's swimming pool.
Yeah, they did do well for a while, but so the United States was trying to get like Germany and France on their side, whatever. I'm not too well versed on this. I've only been slightly reading on it here and there. But because Russia supplies so much natural gas for Europe, they can't side with us and because now Russia's just taking. Didn't they just take Croatia?
Probably.
I think they just.
I think
took it.
actually,
I think they shot
Croatia,
down a
I think
plane.
Croatia was like, "Please, just someone take us."
It's bad enough here, you guys.
Yeah.
Take
Take me now. Take me home. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Well, the gas.
Return us to the.
We have
outer
nothing to
world.
do anymore.
The gas thing was part of the reason why Scotland wanted to become its own.
Yeah, and they just voted to stay.
Yeah.
Because they realize all their military stuff will go away because they're like, we don't have a fucking military,
We have a bunch
Whatever.
of Molotov cocktails, but no military.
and we've been drinking those.
Yeah, they have plenty of
Oh,
military, but it's all alcoholic.
Crocodile,
Yeah.
eh?
Well, Japan's getting ready to launch to start up a whole armed forces, because as of right now, we are their armed forces.
No, stop. Hello, people.
What?
No more armed forces. God
Well, but
damn
they
it.
can't protect themselves, and so they.
Could these armed forces be changed to everyone's being armed with puppies?
Yes.
Because that's
Or
a war
sushi.
I would like to see.
In a fantasy world, but let's face it,
I
China.
would
Not
like
even-
to see
No,
puppies at
to
war.
be honest,
Let's kill a bunch of puppies.
No, not to kill them, but like the
We'll
puppies.
launch them out of catapults.
Well, the dogs and cat created their own
They'll be
That's
nuclear
for a
weapon.
minute,
That's
and then everyone will be
not
incredibly
quite the
sad.
imagery I
They
had.
fired the weapon, and now
Um,
it's just raining cats and dogs. Back to
Just
you,
light
Ted.
the puppy on fire and shuck
Not
it.
quite the imagery I had, but you know.
But China's
No.
growing so quickly, and they're getting ready to take things over. I mean, we're not fighting.
we're not going anywhere.
We're not fighting like assault wars anymore. We're not fighting hand-to-hand
Assault.
combat or
Yeah,
with
yeah.
guns. We're fighting economic wars.
Right. Or
With China growing, they're going to try and
biological.
take over Japan.
Over 90% of the
They want it back.
world's money is based in
China.
China.
No, not even that. Like over 90% of the world's money is based in
Afghanistan.
The Middle East.
The moon.
like in money that doesn't even exist.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not
Reserves.
even like physical.
Yeah.
cash.
No,
Like,
we're in,
Well, money is-
we're in terrible debt.
money
only way-
doesn't even fucking exist
Right.
anymore.
Right.
Like
yeah.
everyone's in debt, and
Well, that's why I
Money
think
can't exist without debt, though. That's what money is based off of. It's a debt.
but when everything's like a digital, like
Oh, it has no
Substance.
backing. I see what you mean. Like,
yeah,
there's no
like
gold
there's
backing,
no physical
silver backing.
to
Right.
any of like the
Well,
actual like
What's the
monetary.
Bitcoin's backing?
Bitcoin is nothing. Bitcoin is absolutely
Bitcoin is
That's what
nothing.
they say it is.
No, it's absolutely nothing. Basically,
It
it's
is
a
not
program.
nothing.
Bitcoin.
No,
What is is it out of
No,
absolutely
it's literally like you have to set up a program. There's a program that you do, and you have to build. You build this, and you get like this little bit of it, and it's not even like worth like a cent. It's not even worth anything yet. Yeah. And then it becomes
But
like there are people that have actually built servers, literally just a room of servers just running these things just to get these coins so they can have currency and stuff like that. But it's literally nothing's there.
Well, did you know that eBay is going to start accepting Bitcoin?
Yeah. Like, that's the problem.
What?
It's like,
there's no...
It's 10:05.
Probably very soon.
It's about
what time do we start?
It's one. You're at an hour and 25 right now.
Awesome.
Oh, shit, Storm. Awesome, bitches.
So, yeah. So, on that
Maddie,
note...
you should definitely come back more often.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
In closing, Bitcoins are nothing, gays are winning, and Natalie
Gays
does
have
not
always
like
been winning.
And Natalie is not snorting dinosaur blood before she goes to bed.
Damn it.
But Hollywood
Not
will be in
Yeah.
Tet.
And actually,
We'll be in tit.
but when you eat your next when you eat your next dodo bird burger, you'll understand.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
you.
Ow! Love you guys.
Thanks for
Listen
having me on.
again. Yes. Thank you, Maddie.
Bye.
Take a fallen seed, bury it in leaves, sit around and watch it roll. Picture me, parapetting eaves, kneeling in the mangroves, just to wait and see, just to wait and see. If it grows up tall, if it grows at all, then there it will be the summer, winter, spring, summer, fall.
This has been another fine production of the 4i Radio Network. For more great shows, visit www.4iradio.com.